will say this: his rant cursed Angel Reese because she proceeded to have the absolute worst game of her.
What if I told you, Angel, that the Bayou Barbie could be on the move before she's even settled in? Whether it's conflicting egos, locker room tension, or one too many, Ree, the queen of swagger and sideline theatrics, could already be skating on thin ice with the Chicago Skies. Moments that go viral behind the scenes. Something seems strange. Did she go too far, irritate the wrong vet, or simply lose the plot? After someone leaves it on read, there are stories circulating, and this drama is more than a group chat. Hold on, this narrative is only beginning.
This is a fraud. Angel Reese is a sociopath. She's an idiot. She accused, while getting her ass beat by 35, she accused the Indianapolis Fever fans of racist, monkey noises, whatever. They're moving heaven and earth to investigate Indiana. My city, Indianapolis. About my town, the place where I live. I go to games. I go to dinner. I know people that were sitting in the area and they said, bull. Here's the statement. We have not substantiated it. Last year, she lied about getting off of a bus and they were blocked from getting into their hotel room. Video turned out, well, to show one guy asking one question. Angel Reese is a liar, and she is never...
Boom. Angel, just when you thought the drama couldn't get much messier. Not 3, not a frigid start, but 7 point-blank misses that disappeared like your New Year's resolutions before Valentine's Day. Reese smashes 7 out of 10 layups as if the rim personally offended her. This isn't a slump, it's a blackout in basketball. It wasn't just a bad night. It was a full-on layup apocalypse. At this point, you start to wonder whether she's playing dodgeball rather than trying to score. Fans will notice when you're shooting like Barbie's plastic arms while going by your nickname, Bayou Barbie.
Picking up right where she left off, breaking more WNBA records, but unfortunately for Sky fans, it came in the form of a loss, 99-74. The Chicago Sky, you're seeing that right, 9 points in the second quarter, 9 points. Folks, if a team scores less points than you have...
A toddler with a plastic hoop and a sugar rush from one Capri Sun could likely sink more than 3 out of 10. We're watching Angel Reese and the WNBA turn layups into mysteries, and somehow this is being dismissed as a developmental stage rather than what it truly is, a full-on basketball disaster zone. The bench are likely updating their resumes or emailing their agents in the hopes of being traded to a team where the power forward doesn't treat the rim like lava, while their confused teammates are forcing smiles as if it's a poor group project. This is slapstick in sneakers, not a slump.
Holy Lord. When I tell you the numbers are the numbers. It's the worst she's ever played, probably since she was in elementary school. Probably the worst in that.
Sky have made it clear that they want Angel Reese to focus on being a screener on offense. For those that haven't played basketball, that's code for we don't want to shoot.
Angel Reese gets the ball in the paint at this point. The question isn't whether she will score, but rather whether the ball will require therapy. The Chicago Sky are smiling glumly, and you can tell that the coaching staff is having private discussions in the hallways about things like, what if we didn't bring her back next season? Since Angel Reese's shot would currently look worse at a rigged carnival game with a bagel-sized rim. No team is building a championship roster around someone who treats layups like live grenades. This isn't 1995, and fundamentals still matter. The WNBA is the big stage.
I'm not talking about as a person. I'm not talking about as a podcaster. I'm not talking about at the Met Gala. She needs to be a better player if we want this rivalry to be able to have some staying power. She had a very, very busy offseason, but at this moment, it does not seem like the offseason involved a lot of Mikan drills of left-handed layups. Right now, Angel Reese, she is a wild...
Put it mildly, the WNBA PR crew is very busy attempting to portray Angel Reese's recent performances as her finding her rhythm, but in reality, it appears that she is finding new ways to miss shots. Every game turns into an in-person lesson on how to avoid scoring from 3 feet out, with the rim seemingly pleading, please just let someone else take a shot. Despite her difficulties, the league still treats her as though she's the next Lisa Leslie. She's featured in advertisements grinning as though she just scored 30 points, but in fact, she's only scoring 14, like free samples at Costco. What is the celebrity cure for missed shots exactly? It is consistently the new benchmark for excellence. If that's the case, there are legends at the YMCA who are eager to get drafted for identical reasons, and this circus performance has basketball purists incredulous. The league runs the risk of losing credibility if they continue to reward missed opportunities over skill and consistency. Fans who grew up watching Diana Taurasi sink clutch shots and Candace Parker dominate the paint are now watching Angel Reese struggle to reach double digits as if she's solving a Rubik's Cube in midair. It's perplexing, frustrating, and a little funny, but not in the funny way.
Reese say, people aren't watching the WNBA just because of one player. They're watching it to see me too. Well, tickets were $86 against Caitlin Clark, but now that she's injured, plummeted just to $25.
By the way, if anyone believed the Chicago Sky were creating something important, think again. They are obviously developing a trampoline park. Instead, it feels like everyone is jumping in different directions while watching this team try high percentage shots. Efficiency, chemistry, and action star power are all missing on paper, but what's worse is that they're not even trying to hide it anymore. According to an anonymous source close to the team, likely the guy holding the Gatorade Reese is already on thin ice for her third year, and they're not making a public statement because of political endorsements and merchandise sales. Of course, step 1, don't renew Reese. Step 2, literally anyone else, is likely what is written on the whiteboard in the front office. Her third season is more of a countdown than a season. Every time she misses a layup, supporters may start constructing drinking games out of her misses. It's like watching an hourglass run out of sand, only slower and far more unpleasant. The worst part is that Angel doesn't even appear to be fazed. She's out there taking everything in stride, untouched by the mayhem around her. Reese bricks a rabbit. Spoiler alert, you'll be exhausted by halftime.
About Angel Reese.
Yeah.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Explain.
Listen, man, and again, I will emphasize this every day of the week, twice on Sunday. I love my people. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too much, or when it's not necessary, because everybody's trying to make this about a, come on, black man, protect the sisters, brother. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese, stop it.
That is the most insane aspect. While the scoreboard makes it obvious that Reese should be in basic training for finishing workouts, she is out there posing for cameras, talking trash, and acting like she's in a Gatorade commercial. This whole issue becomes a comedy show because of that degree of delusion. While the league's newest rookies are out here dropping double-doubles like it's casual Friday, she misses baskets, struts around, and winks at the crowd as though she had dunked on LeBron himself. Every time you think Angel numbers will turn things around, she finds a new method to shoot to for 12, as if it were a pastime. In contrast, her numbers resemble a toddler's birthday wish list, full of aspirations, wishes, and nothing substantial. The sad truth is that if it continues, Angel Reese might end up becoming the WNBA's version of a "Where Are They Now?" Before her rookie contract even expires. Fans are eagerly waiting for her to prove everyone wrong. But for now, she's just making a case for being the league's biggest mystery. Inconsistency had a face, which would be printed on an Angel Reese jersey ironically sold next to future MVP mugs. You know who's secretly loving all this chaos? The Waterboy is finally not the least valuable player, and his therapist is probably booked solid trying to help him recover from all the abuse.
This was a series in the first 3 minutes of the game. Angel Reese offensive rebound. It's 5-3, New York. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Jonquel Jones blocks Angel Reese's 1 foot layup. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Jonquel Jones blocks Angel Reese's 1 foot layup. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Angel Reese misses a layup. Angel Reese offensive rebound. Camila Cardoso misses a layup. Actually, it's the wrong direction. I'm reading it backwards. My bad. Camila Cardoso misses a layup. Angel Reese offensive rebound.
Hey, remember that player who missed 7 out of 10 layups every game but still signed endorsement deals like she was the next big thing, will be the sentiment of the moment 3 years from now. And yeah, what was her name again? Will most likely be the reply, well, Angel, don't worry. The only wings she will soon be getting are the Buffalo Wild Wings, which she is giving away as part of her next job application. If you believe her story ends with Chicago, you're mistaken. Letting her leave gently after her 3rd year, but reconsider the WNBA won't let her go all at once. This crazy journey will have several stops before it ends. Over the next few years, Angel will be on a few more rosters not because she's in high demand, but rather because teams are frantically trying to fix her spoiler. If they can't, she will become that player that coaches act thrilled about at press conferences, saying things like, "We're thrilled to add Angel's energy," and it will be an unpleasant march through struggling teams like Indiana or Seattle, where optimism goes to die and aspirations are destroyed faster than a missed shot, while she privately prays she just makes one layup in warm-up. In the end, Angel Reese might serve as a warning about how easily things can go wrong in professional sports and as a player whose potential was wasted in the midst of the pandemonium.
Reese break. I didn't say it was a good record. I never said that. Shout out to you, Priceless. I missed this. Historically bad shootings with a E emoji. Angel Reese goes 0 for 7 from within 4 feet of the basket to tie most misses from that distance in the WNBA over the past 10 seasons. This must be a Caitlin Clark fan at ESPN. Surely nobody who follows the ESPN playbook and narrative will write this. This had to have been a darn Caitlin Clark fan. Historically bad. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And how historically bad was it? Yikes. Mamma mia. 2 points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals. 0 for 8 from the field. 33% from the free throw line.
Wears different jerseys, different colors, and different hashtags, all while maintaining the same terrible field goal percentage. It's like musical chairs, except that every time the music stops, she sits on the patience of another team. But here's the real kicker, Angel Reese might have succeeded by being a dependable role player rather than a superstar, but she's playing the worst game on the court and the worst pure game off it, and that combination is deadly in the WNBA, because a team doesn't want a player who adds more drama than double-doubles in a league where marketing is already difficult. Let's discuss the shenanigans, since this isn't just a lousy shooting night. Rather, it's a reality show with poor performance throughout. After going all out, she's subtweeting, making cryptic Instagram posts, and tossing her hair like she's in a shampoo commercial. Her attitude is at an all-time high, while her output is at an all-time low level. She missed a layup roll, her eyes like the rim betrayed her, and then she strut back like the lead character in a movie. The fans' initial intention of giving her a chance has changed to yo. Why is she still playing? You can hear the collective sighs echo across arenas. People are now purchasing tickets to watch the catastrophe unfold live.
Being physical.
No, it's because of them.
Let me just call it what it is. A black and a white player.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's because people project what they want on each of them, and those are subjective ideas that they're projecting. If you're going and, have this narrative that has been falsely built that people want to, do certain things to Caitlin or do certain things to Angel, you're going to take that
because she was actually right when she said, "They are watching me too." Yes, Angel, yes, they are. But not for greatness or inspiration. No, they're watching to see just how many layups she can miss before the ball files for emotional abuse. It's like witnessing a never-ending blooper reel, where each shot is more embarrassing than the last. Highlight reels are quietly replacing her clips with footage of squirrels on the court, because at least that's less cringeworthy. Analysts can't even roast her properly anymore. Truthfully, the comedy writes itself, and let's be honest, her name is now whispered in locker rooms as a cautionary tale. Don't get too cocky. You don't want to go full Angel Reese, yet she still struts in like she's at the Met Gala, acting as if she just dropped 40 points instead of airballing from 3 feet out. That confidence, impressive. That disconnect from reality, legendary. She's giving delusional Disney villain, except her goal isn't world domination. It's a shot chart that looks more like a crime scene investigation. And let's not forget the media. Oh, the media loved her. But now, even journalists who once praised her are adding awkward disclaimers like, well, she's finding her stride, or she brings other things to the team. What other things exactly? Drama, disappointment, a masterclass in how not to finish in the paint. Black and white sports reporters joked it might be time for Angel Reese to consider a different game. Tiddlywinks, maybe, I don't know. But basketball isn't looking promising. So while the Fever and Stephanie White are out there winning games, albeit not perfectly, something, as the kids would say, diabolical was happening in Chicago, and every new team Reese lands on will start with the same hopeful energy. Fans will convince themselves maybe she just needs a new system. Then, 5 games in, they'll realize, nope, same Angel, same misses. Different jersey. Eventually, coaches will stop even looking her way in timeouts. Teammates will start throwing her the ball like it's radioactive. Opponents, they'll actually celebrate when she checks in. Because Angel Reese on the floor means fewer defensive headaches and more second chance rebounds after yet another botched shot attempt in a league desperate to spotlight female athletes as the next wave of professional dominance. Reese is doing everything possible to undermine that effort. She's the poster child for inflated hype with no substance. And it's a shame because the opportunity was gift-wrapped to her. The media was already sold. The fans were willing. The marketing was done. All she had to do was show up and not sabotage herself every time she stepped on the court. Instead, we're watching the slow-motion collapse of a self-made brand. The ego is writing checks the shooting percentage can't cash. And when this ride finally stops, it won't be with a bang. Just enough Twitter activity to remind people why no one wants her anymore. Do I have empathy for Angel Reese? Sure, just not on the court. The other day someone said, you called her a hater. And yes, I did. Because I think she is a hater. That's okay. Maybe we're all haters. But in her case, I think she genuinely resents Caitlin Clark. You can feel it. You could feel it. Even back in college, Caitlin doesn't show it, but Angel does. She embraces the villain role. Angel Reese was right, they are watching. But not because they see her as great or fear her. They're watching like you rubberneck a car crash, unable to look away from the chaos. Every missed layup, every off-the-cuff eye roll, every post-game quote that screams, I'm the victim, adds fuel to this tragic yet entertaining downfall. One day, after her final team gently suggests she explore other options, she still be live on Instagram talking about haters and real ones, while the league breathes a collective sigh of relief. Because sometimes being watched isn't a compliment, it's a warning label. And Angel Reese, she's become that warning. Honestly, let's give her some credit for comedy. While she might not be racking up points on the court, she's definitely making memories. The woman's got a future in stand-up if basketball doesn't pawn out, and judging by those layups, it clearly isn't. If you've had a tough day, watching her struggle can be the perfect distraction. Sometimes, even in failure, she's delivering the best entertainment. Proof that even missteps can bring the laughs. I'm sorry, but I don't know who needs to hear this, but Angel Reese might be the worst basketball player ever. The worst ever. She only made 2 points with 12 rebounds, but missed several shots, and even missed a rebound. Watch her highlight reel, and it quickly turns into a blooper compilation in just a few seconds. Feeling overwhelmed? Just watch her strut down the court like she just hit a buzzer beater even after shooting 2 for 12. She's not just playing basketball, she's serving up comedy gold. Reese has become the unexpected source of joy, accidental humor therapy for fans and critics alike. She's the court jester of the WNBA, and honestly, we should thank her for it. While she might never lead a team to a championship, she's certainly leading in unintentional hilarity. Sometimes, that's a bigger gift than scoring 30 points. Bringing laughter through sheer absurdity and unpredictable moments, that's her real legacy. In a league craving excitement, Reese is proving that entertainment doesn't always come from perfect plays. It's often in those hilarious, unforgettable moments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and check out the next video on screen.